NewGenGamers.com.
Rather than have some fainty, whiny, emo-ish RPG character, we get robots. Robots don't mess around.
Robots kick ass.
Robots don't take nothing.
And, if you've noticed, I got to attack twice. It's because I have equipped abilities to said mech and character.
So there's where your customization comes in, and you give him the skills and tools that you want him to use.
You have ejected.
No, I ejected the other guy.
Ah.
Now, this is your rocket launcher.
Always a favorite. Nice.
Is there anything else we wanted to mention about the console itself?
Lots of things. we never have time. I mean, there's so much. That's why we're doing this over, so many mediums, because the story cannot be told. But, one big thing that we didn't talk about yet is marketing, which the next game we play, I think maybe we'll go into that.
Yeah, they had a huge marketing.
So you're going to have to watch the next video to hear us talk about that. That's a teaser. So, there's a lot with this system. It was so significant and so big. And, you see Sony kind of waning right now, but this started 10 years plus of dominance for that company, and they're still not out of the game. They're restructuring right now. Ken Kutaragi's kind of been pushed off to the side. He's mouthed off to the company again. Things are getting hairy. Well, Phil Harrison just left, so there's a lot of drama going on at Sony right now.
Well, that's the thing, is you can't be on top forever.
No.
And you gotta continue to innovate and continue to give your customers what they're interested in, or they're not going to stay around. That's just one of the rules of business in general.
Right, and you're seeing a huge battle. These console wars now are literal wars worth billions of dollars and worth a lot of sway, and it's getting big for Sony. I mean, the PlayStation 3 is unlike any system we've ever seen. We look at the PlayStation 1 here, and it's pretty much a traditional system. It tried some new things, but nothing was really.
It was essentially a game console.
It was essentially a game console, and that's what they focused on. And we see kind of where the Sony end of things is becoming more the dominant paradigm in the game industry. And we'll see how that works for them.
I would like to mention that they did have a triangle thing with the different types of weapons and different types of armor that you could have. Like the P there next to the gun that you see is for piercing, because it's a
piercing attack?
It's a piercing attack. Probably mostly because it's a
explained.
sniper rifle though too. Because the shotgun is more of an impact attack, as well as the fist weapons, the melee weapons. And then your rockets are more of an explosive attack. And one works better against certain types of armor, like I think the impact attack works best against like the piercing armor.
So it's a lot of traditional RPG elements just with mechs.
Yeah, you didn't. Before the Front Mission series, I don't think there was anything like this. Most mech games were in the Mech Warrior vein, where it was more of an adventure type.
Yeah, this is, truly an RPG and not a mech game.
And that's where you'll see the big difference with this title. And also why it became so popular, I think, is that people like the RPG elements to it.
Yeah, for somebody who likes sci-fi and likes RPGs, right here.
Yeah, this is your biggie.
or even if you like anime, this has an extremely wonderful storyline, and the one guy that you saw at the beginning with the hair, whenever I was selecting pictures, is kind of a hard head. He's not a forward and a think later.
He's not a whiny emo guy, right?
Right.
Good.
Now I got a
I'm
question.
sick of them.
When we've seen the we haven't seen any of the cutscenes. Are they rendered or are they anime-ish?
No. The cutscenes are rendered. They are, for lack of a better term, Final Fantasy VII quality.
Okay, that's good.
Fully rendered computer-generated imagery. Very nice.
Well, I think we've seen enough of this. What do you folks think?
I think it's an awesome-looking game, and if you want to see more, then get it. Get any of the games in the series.
Yeah, check out the Front Mission series. It's definitely something that you'll want to take a gander at. Now, here is one of the games that were really huge for the PlayStation 1, and kind of was their Mario killer, as they like to put it. And they had some interesting marketing for this, where they had Crash Bandicoot invade Nintendo.
Yeah, they had a very brash, aggressive marketing campaign with this, which with the Saturn, Sony, Nintendo console war, we saw some direct calling out commercials where, you know, there was some Sony commercials where they would say, you know, that Sega can't do this and da-da-da. And so with this advertising campaign, they had a dude get in a Crash Bandicoot Crash Bandicoot outfit, and go to Nintendo headquarters with a bullhorn and holler crap at the building. You know.
What, he drown?
Water kill.
Apparently he can swim worse than Sonic. Oh, come on!
So,
maybe you could use patience?
I'll try to work on that.
So, we see that this is a 3D platform game, much in the vein of Super Mario.
Kind of 3D. If you'll notice something, we are constantly surrounded by walls. And I noticed this when I was playing this the other day to prepare for this. It's always a straight line.
Yeah, that is true.
So it's not an open world like Super Mario 64.
Which is actually a design aesthetic that lets them keep the camera behind you at all times, so they don't get those screwy moments where the camera just like zings behind you because you made a turn. So it's kind of clever that they did that, and kind of limits it, but it worked.
Oh, what the?
Now this was by Naughty Dog, who really helped make a name for the PlayStation, and this was published by Universal, and Universal would hang on to the rights to it. Naughty Dog is still making games, which they did, Drake's Fortune most recently.
Yeah,
they're still working.
They're making games. They're just not making Crash games anymore.
Yeah, and they're still working closely with Sony. And Universal then went on to become Vivendi Universal, which was then bought up during the Activision purchase of Vivendi SA and Blizzard. So this is now owned. This series is now owned by Activision Blizzard.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There you go.
From Sony's PlayStation come the greatest hits, all your old favorites.
Like the soft sounds of swarming missiles.
And the gentle crack of Sophia's whip.
You know the hilarious antics of Sweet Tooth, that lovable clown.
All for just $24.99 each, but wait.
There's more? Oh.
That's right, the PlayStation is a mere $149, and you can also get leading titles.
Like Crash Bandicoot and Jet Moto.
For just $49.99 and less.
You are not ready.
DJGamers.com